tutorials and so on, which I'm not doing plugs for, but like I know Winouts gave me an account to look at their site recently, but I haven't started looking at it yet, but I will, which always helps. But I mean, you know, there's always looking at demos as well. Anyway, into the pistol round now. It's going to be Exile5 starting on the T side. This time on Inferno, the names are the right way round.
Well, hey.
So, Renegades. I have to say, like, I'm really sad that Vox are not Vox anymore because they have so much history and an insane record in Oceania. It's a shame. And they had awesome logos, awesome t-shirts, and the management are all cool guys and very, very smart, intelligent people. I know their team manager Chris is staying with the team there as they get the first frag of the proceedings. Yam, the new boy, on the side, joining from Immunity. And they are super happy with that pickup. Destiny going to get the punish on the smoke push from Havoc there. And the frag's no longer going the way of Renegades. 3 versus 3. Yam taking down Snoopy.
Bomb's falling in a really awkward position here, especially with 2 on Arch. And Yam shown why he got picked up.
Oh wow, those 2 frags and a flashbang. Ooh, that nade's going to put him down to 8. This is still doable. I don't think he hasn't got time to run over towards the B bomb site. So many nades coming in from Destiny. He needs to give himself time to plant the bomb here. It seems he's just waiting for an opportunity to frag, and he could plant the bomb in a number of places.
He's running out of time now.
He is indeed. He doesn't have time to fake, and he is up against arguably the most dangerous member of the Vox side, JKS, who's found so many frags in his last trip to the UK, but Destiny will prove victorious on this occasion.
That was pretty crisp, gonna be honest.
So, something that, because the Renegades, who were called Misfits before, I think they've brought their logo with them as well from the Misfits side. They had a LoL team who, you can see that logo there, they start to send pictures in with that logo, so I guess we can expect that to happen with the CS fanboys and girls now. So, Renegades spamming the pistols down banana. It's going to be a lot of money made by Exile5 with these guns. They've gone for full SMGs here. $600 per kill. That's just money all day. Yam finding a frag though with the USPS. That nade won't land on him as he's made his way through T-Apps. He will look to live to fight another day. No armor on Yam.
Just a Mac 10. I wonder if he'll save it in pit this time.
He's got 3,000 in the bank actually, so I think we will see an AWP coming up the round after the next.
He's looking very good with that pistol as well. Taking a lot of names so far with it. He's got a good angle as well. But no health unfortunately to back it up.
It's going to be hard for me to not call them Vox anymore. Such a nice, just a one-syllable word as well, but really, things change, times change, and we all have to move on.
Stickers change.
Stickers change. Oh god, I've got to buy some Vox stickers before it's too late.
Exactly, get them now before they double in price.
I have my Vox cannon already though. My my AWP is covered in Vox stickers. Man of War, whatever it's called. So, Renegades on their final eco for now.
Knocking the double sandbag. Bait. Kill the first guy sandbag. Assume it's clear. Second guy takes names.
Yeah, they are one of the most drilled teams in the world, let alone Oceania. Again, they work as a unit so well, and again they are 2-0 down, so we should talk about Exile5, but they are the relatively new team here, and all the new news is with Vox at the moment. So forgive me for focusing on them for the time being. They are on the eco here, and Havoc shouldn't get much done here. There's a little bit.
I'm surprised he didn't get heard going down long apps there. I mean, considering how close the T was, should have heard him bunny hopping down long apps, but didn't pick him up and paid the price. Not really going to K, he's just going to buy an AK.
Okay, Yam going for the big green gun, which is no surprise after going for the full save there in the previous rounds. Full AKs on the Exile5 team, so helmets won't be required. JKS, Azar and Havoc though will pick up their respective helmets. Again, we have seen SMGs staying in the buy rounds in the current meta, and maybe that's why they picked up the helmets. Yeah, I'm going to get the opening frag onto Snoopy. Renegade starting with 3 towards Banana, going to rotate 1 back, and Yam will get caught on the rotation. Moku just going to chill out and just back off now. Smokes down bottom Banana for Renegades here, so they'll be firmly in control of Banana for now. Rotating 4th player over towards A from B, leaving only JKS towards A, and that's a... Oh, I can't believe he didn't find that kill, Havoc. He really should have got that frag. That's a nice angle. We see Simple from Flipside using the same angle, actually. Super tight angle, reminiscent of the angles on VAPs in Mirage.
It's a great awareness there to see where the smoke came from and counter it instantly with a Molotov. And a great kill as well.
Havoc doing work there on the arch area, and that's going to be the man advantage for Renegades. Some Molotov damage taking most of Moku's life, actually. I don't know what he was trying to do there. Maybe try and get through it, try and get through the door. Not going to work out for him, though. He will be the last one standing versus 2. And he knows where the AWP is.
Very nice from Havoc there.
Indeed. Havoc with a number of frags with the AWP there after Yam going down, holding things together for his team. The AWP will get rotated back to Yam.
It's nice how that builds through though. You saw the work that Yam was doing in the pistol round, how it's fed through to him being able to buy an AWP. Although he didn't end up using it, Havoc put it to good use there and won the round because of it. So even those early frags, even though they didn't actually win the rounds, they have allowed him to pick up this AWP and it's done the damage this round.
Right, so Havoc getting... Oh, no, sorry, yeah, Havoc getting tagged through the smoke there. He was lucky not to lose his life. That crosshair was very close to his forehead. And Moku going to come out of nowhere through Boiler, finding Yam and Havoc. Surprise! That's 2 players down for the CTs, the 3rd one down. That's an empty A bomb site, and they've got no frags in return, no trades whatsoever. That was like Chuck Norris coming in with a Delta Force bike, just firing missiles up mid and killing everyone.
That was inexcusable by Yam there though, turning his back on the T. Wasn't aware of where he was at all, got killed, and even worse, he got his teammate killed.
This is a monster start by Exile5. The economy for Renegades has been ruined. 4-1 will be the score following this round. And really, that is a fantastic start on the T side. Renegades' T side is still to come, and we have to expect it will be exquisite, knowing these players. But they need to stop the leaks here before they become the Titanic on the CT side.
Yeah, round loss bonus gone as well, so Renegades won't be getting much money at all next round.
$1,400 per player. Maybe an AK picked up. Nope, just going to tickle one of the T's, but find no frag will the Renegades on that particular situation. So you can see the money is ropier than a 2-day-old cross-on. Gaza on the AWP now. We'll see what Renegades will do with these 2 rifles.
Yeah, Havoc and gonna be aggressive on Banana. Gets a little bit of information, but not really worth it in my opinion.
Well, Moku's got to be careful here because there are all kinds of baits going on. That could be a 3rd rifle for the team. In fact, it won't be because Sponge is on B and that rifle is on A. And he might be in a world of pain very soon. We've got Destiny holding the rotation from the bench area. He's going to hear the rotation and go for the flank. Sponge finding the first frag, actually, so he's slowing things down a little bit here. The bomb is on site, but it's on site on its own as the rotation is coming in from Speedway, and I think they might have just spotted the engagement there. Offnu taking down Azza on the site, but can he get the plant in? I think he's waiting for Destiny to come into support. They know the CT's in construction. He's smoked off. He's going for the fake here. He could even he's got enough time to rotate and be trapped into the site, but he'll go for the plant. They know where JKS is, and they'll try and find the engagement. But again, he is an extremely dangerous player here for Renegades. Finds himself the first frag, won't find the second. That duel could have gone either way, but Destiny will come out on top and find another round for Exile5.
I'm really impressed with this play from Exile5 here. Very controlled. Looks very organised. They're not really getting caught out here, and if anything, it's Renegades. Maybe, you know, the new org, all the pressure that brings with it, maybe just weighing on the shoulders a little bit now. Hopefully, they'll get into their stride though.
Indeed, Exile5 are 5 of the best players in the region. And that is a right click onto Yam's back, leaving him with 24 HP. We actually saw a team kill with a knife from Cloud9 yesterday, but they were in a much stronger situation than Renegades currently are. It is the eco, however, so it's not going to matter that much, as they should lose the round. Sponge getting a frag onto Moku. Picking up an AK as well is Yam.
It could make all the difference between whether he's able to save it or not. That's the really horrifying thing.
Alright, so JKS waiting for the close quarters engagement, but it was not going to go his way. Sponge trying to get some damage in through the smoke, and Yam's fairly close as well. Although he should be looking to try and save this AK now. Although it seems like they might be more concerned with playing for exits, but his position will allow him to stop the flank onto Sponge as Sponge continues to do damage here with this 5-7. Looks like these boys are either going to go for the round here, or... Oh, Yami's so close to this. 55 HP, and they're going to get it. What confidence by these guys. He doesn't have time to find the defuse, though. He's not going to make it, I don't think.
What a shame.
Just giving up on life dead. That was so close, and I really respect the fact that he went for it. I thought maybe they're going for exits. Maybe they're trying to limit the guns that Exile5 take into the next round, but they can't afford to lose any more rounds, really, on their CT side. But maybe I'm underestimating just how strong this side are, because that was quite impressive. And again, they work together as a team so well, as just shown there. They really drill all the small things. Yeah. Great play, just covering his teammates back there.
I think it was just an attempt maybe to get exits, and then, but yeah, and
Snowball turned into an avalanche.
Absolutely, they realised that it could have turned into a push there, and they took advantage of the situation and just decimated the T's. Unfortunately, neither of them had a kit because of the eco, but yeah, it's great reacting to the how things change in the round, noticing that they have an opportunity and then pushing it, and having the communication to back that up and do it successfully. It's very good, very drilled.
Even with a basic buy, Renegades proved themselves to be extremely dangerous. Vox alumni, you might say.
Still, 1-6. Exile5 playing very well as well. Can't count them out yet.
Sponge, I think he should see this flash coming. Indeed, he does. And he should have the jump on Moku here. But he's not going to get the trade. It's going to be a bit of an awkward angle. And 2 frags. Moku is savaging Renegades on the A-bomb site here. Yeah, I'm going to find a frag after the smoke goes down on Offnu. 3 versus 3 now. Gaz has got the AWP. Gaz has got the AWP, as is in library. And that smoke is going to be killer. That will waste so much time here for Renegades. They've got 1 flash to work with, which they'll throw towards mid to try and stop a flank. But they've got to push this smoke if they want to win this round. And indeed, the push starting to come in now. Moku just waiting, but he should hear the sound cues. Going to find Azar as he looks in graveyard. Gaz is going to have the angle from quad as well. And Yam, again, it's going to be about doing damage here. Gaz will go for the repeak and find the frag. He'll be the last surviving member here for Exile5. But as they're on the T side, it doesn't matter so much because they're still wrecking the CT economy.
That was a really round-winning couple of frags there from Moku out of apps. Just opened up the entire site there. That's the reason they've won the round.
What's even crazier is that Exile5 are playing with a sub here. Snoopy, their team manager, is playing for them. They don't even have their full lineup, and they are up 7-1 versus Renegades. Renegades on the eco again.
Yeah, it's they need to be getting these CT-sided rounds. You know, if you're not going to put in the rounds on CT side, it's going to make it 10 times more difficult when you get to that T side. But then again, very drilled, very aggressive. Easy cleanup here from Exile5.
Spray down is real. Stand under the fountain, say Exile5. 7-round lead for them. Renegades with another bye. But again, even if they win a round here, you know, 8-7 is still possible. And knowing how strong their team is, I would say they're still in a good position to take it on the T side. Although Exile5 looking much refined since we last saw them. So who knows what they have to offer on their CT side. But, you know, Renegade, even if they win one round, they have to be sure not to lose the following one. Otherwise, they're going to get completely wrecked. And it's a good start for them with, well, complete annihilation. Scorched Earth here, only Offny remaining, wondering what the F happened to the rest of his teammates. He's going to be on T-slope. We'll find 1 frag, should get double peaks, but JKS will be enough. So Renegades double their score.
I like that. you know, things haven't gone your way. It's very easy to stick into a rut, hold the angles, and keep losing the jewels. But what they did was they just stepped it up, took the fight to them, and said, "No, it ends now. We're going to win." And they did that.
They do not want to allow Exile5 to control the match. They don't want to allow Exile5 to do whatever they want to do. But again, that's only one round. That is one round. If they lose this one, then they may be in an even worse spot where Exile5 could just run away with the rest of the half. We'll have to see. Renegades get the first frag of the round, and Jan was lucky to get away with that. Again, he's holding a tight angle with the AWP, but holding it on that side will expose his body before they are exposed to his reticle. He will escape with 40 HP. Again, Renegades in control of bottom of banana with that smoke, which just gets replenished by the CTs. JKS holding a passive angle to avoid flashbangs, etc.
You should expect him that close. He does. Very nice.
I think we had an attempt at a boost over the smoke there from the T's to see if they could find someone. What a snap there by Destiny, just about surviving that engagement. Got to be careful about the re-peek here, as there's a CT ready and waiting for him. JKS still holding things down. Bottom banana goes for a peek with perfect timing. That's the bomb, and that should be the round as well. 30 seconds left, but it's Destiny with 9 HP versus 4 angry Renegade players.
He's going to struggle to save this, especially considering his position. He's going to have to do some very next level skills to survive.
Yeah, he's told him where he is now.
The hunt is on. The fox is loose.
What's even more annoying is that there's a fair chance that he'll die at the end of the round. They're just going to wait for him. There's 0. Here comes the push. He'll find one frag, traded immediately, which means he takes no money into the next round with him.
Very well done by Renegades. Patient enough to get in the right position to be able to pull that off. Can be difficult. Go too soon. Get a kill, but give them the money. Don't go soon enough. They manage to escape with their lives, or even worse, kill you. So.
Alright, so we've got Renegades finally with some money in the bank. Again, that was an important round for them to win 2 in a row now. Starting to build some cash so they can buy in the future rounds should they need to. More mollies, more smokes in the bag here for Renegades. And Exile5 find themselves on the eco. Moku with a P250 and armor as well. Let's have a look at the cash here. So he has some extra cash, and he will be on the average with the rest of his team, so they can buy together in the following round.
Seeing a sort of A heavy setup here with just JKS trying to get the early information. Nice smoke. He's got to either hear or spot them soon. His teammates really need to rotate here. They're beginning to feel it as is realizing, yeah, actually I should be over for B. And the flash lures out a couple of pre-fast shots from the Exile5 guys, and the game's up now.
Again, it was only yesterday that G-Play had a 12-3 half on the T side versus Na'Vi and lost 16-14, so do not count out Renegades just yet. Here comes the push from Exile5 again. They are on the eco. Things going fairly standard for the Renegade side. The guys with all the guns here. They will lose only one player. I think Azza was going for a knife.
That's very cheeky.
I think he was jumping around the corner, so despite the score, Renegades have complete confidence, and they're expecting the dominance a bit later on. But for now, they will close the gap to 4, and the money of Exile5 will be limited after the buy. So, again, if they lose this, we might see them back on the eco again, or even with an even ropier buy as they lose more rounds. At least their loss bonus is starting to build. Double mollies coming out very fast indeed for Renegade. You can see the difference in comparison to the CT sides we saw in the previous game.
Yeah, I feel like Renegade's getting warmed up now. You know, they had a shaky start, but they seem to be getting to their stride now.
Indeed, so that spray down. Going to do the figure of 8 on his screen and find himself a frag onto JKS. Frag's going the way of Renegades now. Destiny and Gaza remain. They have the bomb. And we've got a rotation out of Arch, so Arch has been lost, but Exile5 was squashed in a Renegade sandwich. A minute on the clock for them to make a decision. But they've got to be paranoid about the flank as well. There is no flank, however.
Lots of info there with that leg. He knows that they're going to be setting up towards A. Surprised. He's only seen one though, so obviously the B player's going to sit in case it is a fake, but Mino's most likely going to be an A now.
Okay, there's an important frag by Yam, leaving only one player behind, and 25 seconds to do something. Havoc seems to know what's going on here, and he'll find the frag while Yam runs distraction. So Renegades quickly advancing on the score of Exile5. The best they can do here is a 7-8 score, but they're only 2 rounds away from that. And Exile5, again, you can see the money has become ropey for them. There's no plant there. That plant may have been the difference between buying and saving. It will be the eco for the team.
A few nades, a couple of flashes. Have we got some sort of set strat here, or are we just going to see what happens? So we're playing passive early on. They know that Renegades like to play aggressive. They're letting them do that. They're going to push second mid.
Sponge has 1 HP and will make his escape, and they will rotate the position as well. So we will have Havoc in the aggressive position on Arch, and Sponge will play from the site to try and preserve him for now. Again, it is the an economical buy here from Exile5. Gaza gonna go down first.
Bomb down now. We're going to smoke it off and pop flash it.
Do it, do it. 3 frags in 1 second from JKS. That had to happen. Just for the advancement of human beings, we had to see that spray down.
As soon as they pulled out that flash, I felt it. Just knew it was going to happen.
So, Renegades all of a sudden have 6 rounds on the board versus the 8 of Exile5. Exile5 will manage the buy-in. You can see their buy in the last round was also estimating the loss bonus they would receive and what they could buy with that. So they'll get a more than reasonable buy-in for this round. JKS and Yam gonna wipe out the heart of the Exile5 team. 3 players down in a matter of seconds, make that 4. Only Destiny remains. It was Exile5 who got the opening frag in the round, and then after that, Renegade just fired the missile and took out the entire village. Bomb is stuck in the smoke as well. Let's see if Destiny can retrieve it. Both CT players over towards Banana. Got mollies coming in, but minimal damage done. It's just about going to miss JKS there, leaving Destiny alone. Looking for the trade fragger. He does not realize that they're both at Banana, but he's retrieved the bomb. Which way will he go?
Oh, if only he knew.
Which way will he go?
He hasn't seen anyone come towards A, and he knows it's definitely one Banana, so A seems like the smarter choice. But he's taking his time. Doesn't seem to feel like he's going to be close. He's predicting sort of a library arch side of sight. Going to check graveyard clearly though.
Ooh,
did he spot him?
That's a dangerous pick. I don't think he did. He's looking towards Arch here. He's made a noise on the site, but I don't think Azza has heard it. Plant's going to go down. The rotation comes in from JKS. Now Azza, will he wait for his teammate to arrive? Listen, he spotted one. He's looking for the trade fragger. He'll find him, but he won't find the frag. Azza will be too fast and shoot him from behind. So Renegades bring it back to 7-8, winning 6 rounds in a row here.
Yep, very good. I mean, Exile5 looks in control. Renegades kicked up a gear. And you see, there's the end result. They did what CT should have done and won rounds. But that's good. That aggression will see them very well into the T side now. They go in with all the momentum. If they can pick up the pistol, it could be very one-sided.
Alright, so we'll see what both these teams have to offer on the second half. You have to favour Renegades in this situation versus almost any team in Oceania, just because they are that strong. And you can see that Renegades recognise that as well, which explains the pickup. They were approached by a number of teams, were Ex-Vox, and the offers were constantly rising.
Very likeable as well, the guys themselves.
Yeah, super awesome guys. Super awesome guys.
It definitely doesn't go against you. Nice and patient, waiting for the opportune moment. But, so the CTs. It's a waiting game. Who's going to crack first? I guess it's going to have to be the Ts. They're going to execute now. That's a beautiful nade though. Done a lot of damage. Not enough though.
Yeah, for all the damage he's done, there is a 4-man Renegade train headed towards the A bomb site, and they're going to get the bomb in there though. The bomb's going to get taken down by Ofnu. And there are trades coming in. The pit's going to be lost for a time here for Exile5. They still have somebody in apps while the rest of the team rotate through Arch. So interesting situation now. Renegades find themselves in a crossfire with a man disadvantage. Destiny going to charge in, find a headshot onto Sponge. And now it's down to JKS versus 3. Who will find 1 frag. The bomb diffuse is coming in, and Destiny will come and protect his teammate, finding a frag onto JKS. And Exile5 will get the first round of the second half on the board, giving themselves a 2-round lead and a weapon advantage.
Stopped the train.
Train went off the rails.
I'm liking the shotgun pickup. Very happy with that one. It's going to be interesting where he decides to take that.
Yeah, you got to have really good aim with the Nova though. It's got a long barrel, which means that the shells stay together a lot more than they would with, say, a sawn-off or a Mag 7, which would have a bigger spread. So you have to be more accurate with the Nova. But if you get a meat shot in there, that is almost guaranteed death from close to medium range. Often he's going to be in the apps, taking down Sponge with a good timing flashbang from his teammates. Destiny just spamming the smoke there with the UMP.
Doing a lot of damage though. Did manage to tag a poor T in the background, stepping up.
So, fairly standard anti-eco here. Only JKS remaining. And he may not be around for long.
Sniper shotgun. It's not that effective.
Yeah, the Kobe Bryant comes in there, the nade finishing off the job, which means less money for the kill, but no one going down for Exile5 will also be very important. They'll continue with some of these weapons. I think I saw an AWP come out, and 3 M4s in fact, as Renegades are now on the buy.
1 SMG though. Couldn't quite afford the full buy, but you can excuse 1 SMG in the right position.
Moku could have opted for the FAMAS there, but again, we're seeing this as part of the meta. Although I think it could have more effect when the T side are doing it, depending on whether or not the CT side buy helmets. But for now, we've got full helmets on the Exile5 side, 4 AKs and the Galil on Sponge for the Ts. They've got a reasonable amount of nades. They can get those pop flashes coming around the corners. And they've got 5 smoke grenades as well. Ofnu completely blind, trying to run into Boiler, but he gets stuck in front of the door. Moku could be soon to go down as well. In fact, JKS with a wonderful repeat there to shoot him straight in the face. And it didn't look like Moku had any chance in that situation. 3 versus 5 now. Exile suddenly find themselves on the back foot. All kinds of nades coming in towards the arch area from Renegades. And that will be the end of the round here for Exile.
Yeah, 10-8 up soon to be. No need to risk, wasting money. Sit back, take the save. Maybe get one of them as they're trying to push and kill you, but I expect most of Renegades to keep their guns. They're quite disciplined. And just play for the long game. I mean, you've got a lot of time to play with. You've already got 10 rounds on the board. Just a little bit extra. There's Havoc going down. Snoopy loses his weapon as well. Oof.
Almost. So the gap is closing. And Exile5 will pursue this round with an M4 and an AWP. And we saw earlier on Inferno, I think it was the match prior where the Ts had an AK and 4 pistols, and they basically opted to waste as much time as possible and save the AK. I don't think the CTs will have the same luxury, but again, they've put the weapons in the right places. They find themselves 2 frags, but now they've lost those weapons. Gaza actually will continue with the AWP, so they've only lost the M4, and they have a man advantage for now. And now Renegades need to be really careful. If they lose one more player to Exile5 here, it's going to be really, really hard for them to close out the round. They're going to just hang around near bottom of Banana and creep slowly towards B. Nobody on site for the CTs, only Gaza playing CT itself. Now they've got the nades to smoke him off and try and go for a plant here, but they'll have to clear the site first, just in case there's somebody still lurking around. In fact, the bomb's over by 3, so could they be looking for a rotation through to A or something? Sponge taking down Moku. And he's going to head back towards the bomb site as Snoopy starts to rotate from A.
Oh no, that's brutal. JKS executing his own teammate as he runs back. Poor communication. Didn't expect to have his teammate pushed so far up the bomb.
Yeah, that's not a situation you find yourselves in every day, but worst case scenario is being ticked off. They've got the bomb plant down, which means they'll get 4K for the team if they don't win the round. That's a bonus. JKS taking down Ofnu, down to the 2v1, 2v0. JKS with a two-man spray down there. Again, he is the most dangerous man for his team, you might say. And he currently finds himself on 19 kills, just trailing one behind Destiny from Exile5.
Technically 21, I suppose, with the -1.
Aha, yeah.
Equally as good at killing his teammates as the enemy.
Kills for both teams here. So, Exile5 sending 3 over towards the B bomb site early. 2 over towards quad on A with a push through apps here from Moku. Again, they are on the CT side and they are showing some ruthless aggression. But where is JKS? He seems to be holding a passive angle. But he's got no one holding his balcony. Fortunately for him, there's no one peeking balcony either.
He's been exiled.
In fact, I think he's got the wall to protect him from that. But his gun is probably exposed to balcony. But never mind that. Enough about balconies. 4 people from Renegades over towards B bomb site. JKS stops to peek there.
It's lethal to everyone around him, teammates included, and he's been put over towards A, where it's safe.
Okay, Sponge going to take down Destiny. And again, let's not forget, Exile5 are on almost a full eco here. Snoopy has a CZ. Other 2 players with stock pistols. Minimal damage done, next to no damage done by the CT so far in this round. And Ofnu will be the last one remaining. He's only got the USPS. And he's stuck on the A bomb site with JKS holding in the rotation. But we'll have to look at the angle JKS is holding here. He's looking towards Arch, and Ofnu will be making his way over towards second mid. They will find each other, but JKS finds the frag. And the score is now 10-10.
Very tight around there from Renegades. Quite controlled. JKS getting information. Knows that one guy's probably going to push apps on the eco. Because they want to get the information as well. Gets that kill. And also buys a little bit of a distraction over towards there. Meanwhile, the rest of his team very slowly grinding away at B. Very safely getting the kills. Not taking a man down.
Okay, so Yam is going to be rocking the AWP, and he's going to take down Gaza, who misses the shot. Caught short in the middle of, well, in mid. Basically, obviously, he won't have anyone to trade in that kind of situation. We'll see if Exile5 pick up the AWP later on. For now, Destiny is in Arch, going to have to try and eventually peek and see if there is someone to find. Or some information to find. Nade going over the roof will do just a little bit of damage. But again, it's advantage Renegades now. Exile5 starting to burn off their nades as there is a minute on the clock here. They've only got 1 smoke left now, 2 Molotovs. Bunch of flashbangs though.
Let's see how Renegades are going to exploit this. No Archers possibly undefended because that's where they killed the player. In fact, the rotate's gone all the way towards site. Great flash in though. Picks up a nice triple for JKS, puts him to bed. But the bomb is dropped in an awkward position there.
Indeed, and there's 25 seconds left for him to pick up the bomb, breach the site, stop this crossfire between Moku and the pit player, who's going to be Ofnu on this occasion as well. Clock continuing to tick here for Renegade. 10 seconds now for them to try and get the plant. Jumping around with a knife, and that's going to be that. The hold's going to be too strong from Ofnu and Moku, and Exile5 will take the lead once again.
Destiny, the hero of that round, that triple. Put the bomb down in a very awkward position, and then just defended it long enough, died, but by that point the damage is done. Bomb was down, no time to actually retrieve it and plant. I think Destiny's the hero of that one there.
Alright, so both teams good to go now, good to resume the game. Another Inferno, which seems to be going to most of the rounds here. All the matches today will be on Inferno, in vogue in Oceania at the moment. Snoopy going to be on the FAMAS. All the players with a fair amount of nades here on the CT side to contend with this Renegade team. Early aggression here. Exile5 still stuck deep into the B area. Lots of boosts going on. Try and find players. Lots of players standing on things, as you can see there. And they may see each other soon. Renegades seem committed to Banana and the B-bomb site this time.
Destiny has no nades, and that's the last flash there from the Snoopy gun, so they have absolutely nothing to stop this rush. The bullets, lots of them.
Here we go, so that's going to be trades for both sides, 3 versus 3, but it's an open B-bomb site. The CT area will be smoked. It will be JKS to start clearing the site, and he'll plant at the back of the fountain. Exile5 are close to the site though. We're going to have lots of nades coming in, Molotovs and flashes, nades in both directions. That nade should be a nice chunky bit of damage there, but the CTs have control of construction up until the point of that smoke grenade. More mollies coming in. There's still a molly on Yam, and as soon as the smoke disappears, he's going to force the CTs to push through the fire should they require to. Yam going to take down Gaza. Havoc going to take down Moku and Ofnu to make it 11-11. Still tied up here in the Oceanic region.
Yeah, Renegades perhaps, you know, picking the best site to go to their B. I mean, Snoopy was very low on money, could only afford to FAMAS, low nades, and because of it, wait for the opportune moment, realised no smokes, nothing. Snoopy wasted his last flash, and that was it. As long as they get the refrags as they push in, it's an easy bomb site to take, and they did.
Okay, so 3 towards A and 2 towards B. Chickens falling on Inferno here. Sponge reduced to the Deagle, but Exile5 reduced to pretty much stock pistols and 2 P250s. They've got 2 pop flashes though. We'll see if they can get them in used well. Snoopy the first gonna be the first to go down, and Destiny will be soon to follow, which means with Snoopy going down first, he has no one to pop flash for the angle and very little defense. I think Sponge was busy executing a chicken, but he's gone down to Ofnu now. 2 versus 5. We'll see if Ofnu upgrades to that Deagle. I think he might be looking for it. Maybe the corpses are lying on top. So, just down to Moku with the USPS.
Nice angle here. Sees that someone's pushing close, but falls off at the worst time. That's just going to execute him as well. Nice and easy.
Renegades take the lead. A buy could be possible here for Exile5, but they will be distinctly lacking nades. And it seems they will be aware of that and will spend a bit of money. Again, they want to make sure they have the full buy in the following round should they lose this, but they'll do what they can. Nades, HEs, flashbangs, and a Nova. But the Nova's going to go in first, and that will be a 3-man cut down there for Renegades. A free B bomb site, and this should be 13-11 here.
Yeah, if you look at the score, you can see that Snoopy is actually lagging behind a little bit. That's what you expect from the from having a sub in, unfortunately. Maybe that's why the crossfire wasn't working so well at top of Banana. It's such an important point you need to hold. You need to have a great... Oh wow, what a brilliant stack, but Az is just too good for it. Nice splash here. They're doing damage, doing a lot of damage. Just can't finish off JKS.
13 rounds now. Renegades making it to the clutch scoreline. We'll see if they can make it 16. Havoc's got the money to buy it. Let's see what he goes for, as he hasn't bought yet, unless there's a drop. Indeed, there is a drop. He'll pick up the AK there. AWP on Exile5 once again onto Gaza. We'll have a quick look and see where he's headed. He's going to go over towards B on this occasion. Can he find himself a frag? Goes for a timing pick as all kinds of nades are coming up. He'll be left with 45 HP, but he's still alive. Az are taking some damage as well, but it's Renegades who win the battle for Banana. 2 players over towards B, deep in towards B. 1 first oranges, 1 heading towards the coils, it seems.
Still, reasonable number of nades. Can stop this if they need to. Snoopy with a Molotov as well. That could be critical to this round if he gets the timing right on it. Could stop the Ts at the very point of their push and give enough time for the CTs to rotate from CT.
Double arch play from Exile5, and they're going to start the rotation. Moku's heading towards B, but can he get there in time as the push is coming in from Renegades? Snoopy's going to be blind. That counter flash from his teammates not going to help him there, but he'll still find a first frag onto Azar. And Renegades have completely stopped in their tracks. We've got Yam heading up towards top mid, but where are they going to commit to? That's the question. 25 seconds left on the clock. Another bomb starting to push in. CT's pushing through the smoke, but the frag is going to come in. So The lurker towards A will go down. JKS finding another frag. This time onto Moku on the B bomb site. 3 versus 3, and Yam, those flames will be too much for Gaza to cope with, and he will fall. Man disadvantage for Exile5, but they've got angles which they could do something with. At least Moku, if he can find a frag relatively soon here, then maybe his teammate rotates in time. Indeed, he is going to try and come for it. Ofnu's the man with the kit, and I think it's going to be about containment now. Containment, death, slaughter. You can see Renegades seem willing to die on their swords. Let's see if Yam can make it away. JKS won't, of course, with about 22 HP.
Moku, if he'd been picking the angle at the end of speed, might have just seen him come around as the round ended. Could have picked up that last one as well. But Snoopy made the right play there. Molotov was critical. He dropped it and killed the Russian Renegades. But I feel like the CT rotates weren't strong enough. You know, they had control of site. We managed to hold them off, but no one pushed through coils quick to coils through ruins. And as a result, they lost the site eventually. But great pickup early there. Keeping that orb beginning to show some damage.
The nice opening pick there by Moku, but Azza will take down Destiny on Banana. And another early frag there for the Renegade side. A frag that makes things 4 versus 4 with 1:15 on the clock. You can see there is Gaza in an advanced position, but JKF just ready and waiting for a flank. Will punish the peak for information there. But what can they do with the information they gained from that situation, Exile5? They're going to keep 2 towards B and 1 towards A for now, while Renegade just stand and wait, which is going to cause paranoia. You can see there's some uncertainty with Moku. He went to Speedway for half a second. There's no vision of Arch, so they don't really know what's going on towards A. And that's worrisome for the CT side. You can see again Moku just headed on Speedway at the moment, maybe holding an angle towards Arch. Meanwhile, players have been spotted. That will be the full rotation for the CTs, but can they get there fast enough? 4 versus 2, bomb getting planted for quad here. And Exile5 are in a horrible situation that they maybe won't be able to get out of here.
They're going to save. They are indeed. Play for the draw. It's a bold strategy, but I think this situation is the only thing they really can do.
Indeed, they are running out of choices here. So we're headed towards match point for Renegades. Of course, they were expected to win here, being the strongest team in Oceania.
Even when they went 8-2 down, they always looked like they were going to do very well. He lost that orb though. That's a big loss. Early this round, it picked up one of the 2 kills they got with that quick peek to the balcony. So losing is going to be really disadvantageous for them.
And Alpha and Renegades won't even pick it up on their T side. They'll be happy with the 5 AKs. Yam was putting in work with the AWP on the CT side, but on the T side they'll just continue rocking the AKs here. Maybe going for a fast play to close this one out. We'll have to wait and see. Got to be wary of nades as well. Although Exile5 don't have as many as they would like to have done.
JKS has been doing that for a while now, doing that second mid lurk, and Moku's wised up to it eventually. Countered it, but JKS has been doing that pretty much all game now, so should have been aware of it a lot sooner. But Yam picking up Moku in return, so you know, it's adapt and adapt again as each team refrags.
Okay, a minute on the clock for the Exile5 team to try and hold here, but that's another man gone. They're going to leave 2 towards B and have, I think, Gaza over towards A on his lonesome. But where will Renegade choose to push? This position from Ofnu. Last time his teammate flashed him, but he is the only one with a flash this time. But he could get spotted after the first flag. Indeed he should, and well, Snoopy will be the one to go down first, but Ofnu will be soon to follow. Open B bomb site, 3 versus 1, and this should be the match here for Renegades, but you never know until it's over. There's no kit on Gaza, but there might be one on the site. There's a smoke down in Abs, which will make things really aggressive against him. Triangle of Doom in play now. And is there anything that can be done here? No, there isn't. That's going to be 16-11 to Ex-Vox on the new team Renegades. Their first win under their official tag, which I believe was announced yesterday. So congratulations to them.
Well played.
Any opinion on that match?
I liked how Exile5 went in very strong. they looked very warmed up, very drilled. But I felt that after a while, once that adrenaline sort of faded away, they sort of realised, oh, we're playing against Renegades. Oh, we shouldn't be winning. And then their minds caught up almost. And once that caught up, they sort of lost momentum, lost the will to go out there and take those peaks, win the game. Just sort of faded away afterwards. It was a bit sad because they looked very promising. Some of the plays that they were pulling off, especially those pushes through apps, through the smoke as well, doing a lot of damage.
Okay, guys, one more match to come, which will